question is, for all you guys in the back, apparently, rumor has it that Sean won the first fight and then he didn't win the second fight, so.
Well, if you look on the fighting websites on the internet, it says I won both fights. You know, it's obviously hockey fighting. You know, it takes a lot. It's a battle. You know, sometimes you get cut, sometimes you get bruises. You know, that's just part of what fighting's all about. The way that I usually score it is if the guy's hurt or not, and who usually finishes up on top. So. You can't win them all, but I definitely think I won them both last night, and I hope you guys agree with me.
You know, it's interesting because I actually, all my fights, that's how I scored it too, is whether if I ended up on top of the guy or... So, you don't get a nickname like Killer by not being tough, I'll tell you that. How's the injuries coming along for the rest of the team? Just to give, I'm going to hand the phone to Steve so he can, or the phone. I'm going to hand the microphone to Thordy so he can talk to you about the injuries, okay?
We spend so much time on the phone talking to each other, you forget what the mic is like here. But, with the new guy coming in, obviously, tomorrow, I think you guys all know about it now. It means we'll have 11 imports. I'm probably going to take a break for a little bit to rest up. Mo, if they say it's 8 weeks, it's probably going to be 3 with his shoulder and how tough he is. So, I don't know, Mo, how you feeling, buddy?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks. Johnny's just an old man, so he'll get through whatever injuries he has right now, eh? We got Kevin Phillips, who probably should not have been playing when he was playing. And I think that's what this league is about. You know, you get hurt here, and because the rosters are so short, you're forced to play anyways, and that leads to injuries. And now Kev's injured; he's got a shoulder injury, so we've got to take our time bringing him back now. He's had a couple knocks so far this season, so I'd say he's at least 2 or 3 weeks away. Kev? Where is he at? 2 or 3 weeks? Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not, he says. And George, unfortunately, had the worst one. He hurt himself in the first game of the season. He managed to play 5 more games, but the way you know it is with shoulders and stuff like that, and how physical hockey is, it's looking more and more like he's going to be done for the season. You know, we keep our fingers crossed because you know, he's a guy who's a real important part of our team on the ice and in the locker room. But he's still around, and he's still got influence on guys, and he kind of keeps guys honest in the locker room and stuff like that. It'd be great to have him back at some point this season, but the chances are not too good for his shoulder right now. It's more he's going to worry about getting healthy for the following season. The question: what is Mr. Suez going to bring to the team? He's the new guy. I think guys are getting confused about pronouncing his name. I don't know if you guys know Wayne Hartman. He's gonna bring some problems to Wayne, I think. You know, I think at the beginning of the season, when we were scoring only 2 goals a game, one of the problems I thought was that we were kind of one shot now. We never had like a contained pressure on teams, and I thought that's what, you know, last season you always talk about comparing to last season. I thought the line we had of Martin, Robbins, and Denisette had contained pressure because they were strong on the puck. They had Bobby in the corners cycling, and I think that's one thing that we were looking for: a big body to punch the D-man, get in there, and he's a good skater. He's physical and he's intimidating to play against. He's coming from a great league, a league that compares very well, you know, much better as we saw when we played Hamilton. It's of a higher standard than this league. So he's used to a faster paced game. He's going to be, I think, a player that the fans really enjoy watching because he's going to be able to score goals and he's going to be able to play the body and beat people up as well.
We've been really pleased with Murph so far this year. So Murph, it's a little different. I won't even bring up the Challenge Cup final or the Knockout Cup final that we won both times against you last year. But how do you find, what's the difference between Belfast and Manchester as a city, as a town, as a team?
I think on all points, I think it's better. No, it's true though. I mean, I've enjoyed my time here already so far, and a team obviously. I mean, last year was better, and I think this year again we're better. So, and unfortunately, I was on the losing side last year, and hopefully we'll be on the winning side this year.
Have you recovered from the injuries?
Yeah, I'm fully recovered, feeling good, feeling better every practice, every game. What's that? Unfortunately, I've been off the badminton. Maybe give that a break now.
We actually put it in a clause in his contract of no badminton. So losing George for the season is a big blow to the team, to us, to the organization, because he's our leader. He's shown that he's the winningest captain in the history of the Giants. He's the longest serving captain in the history of the Giants. And to lose him in the first game is a massive hit for the team. Luckily, he lives here. He's going to be around here all season, and probably be on the bench with Stewie. Is that right, Stewie? Are you going to let that happen? We won't have to bring Stu up here. He said no questions tonight. But I just wanted to pass the mic over to George and let him talk about his injury and tell you what's going on, and that's about it.
Right. Yeah, so I hurt my shoulder, and it's pretty unfortunate because this again, like last year, it was a fresh start having Thorts in here, and this team again, it's another fresh start, and I think you guys all see that, and the quality of players just keep coming in round and round. There we go. Sorry about that. You know, so it's a year, especially being the 10th anniversary. And, it's something that I'm going to be sad about missing about, but I'm still a part of the team, and I'm going to be as much, I think, behind the scenes helping Stewie and Thorts on the bench and just helping the guys a little bit more. And that's kind of a big deal for me, just to stay involved. You know, and I know these guys we have a great squad. I say it every year, but the way they've come out of the beginning of the start of the year, just getting to know the league. They're starting to show their stuff, being more comfortable. Murph's kicking around in there. We're getting a lot of goals, so it's fun to see. And Mac's finally throwing some punches, which is it's great because it's sending a message to the league that you know, we're here to win more titles than we did last year, and I think you're going to see that. So here we go. Go Giants! Yo.
How has Shieldsy enjoyed being captain? He's loving it because he's next week you'll go into Subway and you'll see 100 cutouts of Colin Shields all across the city. So part of his stipulation for signing actually was to be the cutouts for Subway, which is kind of a weird request. But so who fights a goalie, really?
No, I was just skating behind the net, and he stuck his leg out and tripped me, so I kind of got up and went to his crease, and they said, you know, what are you doing? Please don't do that again. and then I asked him to. Well, I said, "You want to go?" He said, "Yeah, let's go." So we kind of like squared off, and the other D-men came in and said, "You got him?" And Rutkowski? I was like, "No, I got him." So then we squared off, took our gloves off, and then we fought. That's what happened. And he beat me up. I won't do that again.
All right, thanks, Matt. Pat, what do you want to ask Mo?
Was it difficult giving up your tough guy status when Sean came in?
The question is, was it difficult giving up your role as the tough guy in the team when Sean got here?
I don't think I had a rule like that, but I just want to say to Sean again, there's only one sheriff in town, and sorry buddy, I've already took that status, I've already got the badge.
You take him more, wouldn't you?
Bite his ankles.
Crowds have been a bit disappointing this year. Just wondering if you've any plans to boost the attendances?
Well, we did a leaflet drop of 50,000 leaflets with the Kids Go Free offer in October, and you might say they're disappointed, but to be honest, they're always like this in September and October. So I could tell you when the crowds go up, it's always when the clocks go back in November. So for some reason, as soon as the clocks go back, and for some reason you get another hour of darkness, it seems that the crowds pick up. And I think people have less money this year, but we're working hard, and we're hopefully the success of the team as it grows and as the excitement of the games grow, the crowds will go up. Now that Mr. Shanahan has retired from the NHL, has the call gone in? The call has not gone in. The call did go into Theo, and I got the email today to say no. So Theo Fleury will not be playing for us.